Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today's webinar. My name is Andrew Albers. I'll be your host today. I'm an account executive here at CDI. Today's webinar is titled A Repository Worth Sharing, Publishing to the Public Document Portal. We are super excited to show you Laserfiche Public Portal today. Really useful tool to publish your documents and share them with external interested users that may want to have access into your Laserfiche publicly disclosable. So, a couple little housekeeping items before we get going here. Participants are muted. However, please put your questions into the question box, and I'll try to get to your questions towards the end of the presentation. If for some reason I don't get to your questions, I will definitely follow up with you all on a one-on-one basis following the conclusion of the webinar. Slides and screenshots are available upon request, as is the entire presentation, because it is being recorded. So we will post this presentation to our YouTube channel where you can view it at a later time at your leisure. So no need to take notes. All right, so today we are talking about the Laserfiche Public Portal, or web link, as it's also known for those of you that have used Laserfiche for a number of years. On the agenda today, we're going to cover publishing documents online through the public portal. So how do we add documents in our internal Laserfiche repository and then allow for that public or external access to them? We're going to look at some customizations of the public portal to make it a bit customized in terms of the look and feel, as well as providing some customizations for allowing users different search options and browsing options. And then also I'll show you an example of a live public portal. One of our clients, actually a city in Washington, the city of Renton. So that will be interesting to see how an actual client is utilizing the public portal live. So what is Laserfiche Public Portal? If you are new to Laserfiche, well, essentially the public portal is a read-only distribution portal for Laserfiche. So it allows you to provide external or public access into your Laserfiche repository. Very tight security controls. You can limit what the external users can access in that public portal interface. And it is also read-only, so constituents or public users are able to only run a search, view, and download documents. They cannot modify anything in your Laserfiche system, so no security concerns of any kind. In terms of Laserfiche licensing for the public portal, just to go over that really quickly, on your perpetually licensed systems, which are your Laserfiche Avante, Laserfiche Rio, and even the legacy platform called United, Laserfiche Public Portal or web link is an optional add-on to your system. If you are currently utilizing Laserfiche Cloud or the subscription offering, and you are on the professional tier, Laserfiche Public Portal is an optional add-on to that as well. If you are on the business tier of either Laserfiche Cloud or the subscription platform, it is included in your licensing. So you may already have access to Laserfiche Public Portal if you are on that business tier on those subscription and cloud platforms. So that covers the licensing really quickly. Let's go ahead and get into the actual demonstration and show you what Laserfiche Public Portal looks like. Okay, here on screen, this is our little internal demo of the Laserfiche Public Portal. Super easy to use interface, customizable. We'll get into those customizations a bit later. But this is, again, the public or external view. Allows your end users or your public users to be able to search within the interface quickly and effectively. We have our search box here where this is the most typically used interface for a public user. They just really want to come in here, run a search for a specific document type that they're looking for. They can do that quickly here. Alternatively here, you can also provide them to links directly somewhere into the Laserfiche repository to be able to browse. Also, a fun little feature here, you can provide little hyperlinks. So we're just showing a simple weather link here. If they click that, they're taken to a local weather broadcast or information. So you can put URLs in here as well if you wanted to do that to make it a bit more fun for end users to use the public portal here as well. Let's go ahead and show you what searching looks like in Laserfiche web links. So I'll just type in a simple keyword for the word Laserfiche, hit my search, and I am presented with my search results. So this allows me to go ahead and browse whatever document I'm looking for and simply click on that document that you are looking for, and you get a little preview of it here. This is our image pane here. In the left column here, we have thumbnails. So this is a 2-page document. And towards the right here, we have our metadata pertaining to this specific document. This document doesn't have a template assigned, but if there was a template assigned, there would be additional metadata here. So again, a public user, they can obviously read this document, but they can go ahead and also save this document as a PDF to their local device for later use. Again, they can't modify, change anything, upload anything new through this portal. Simply a read-only public portal. Okay, so that's a simple search in the portal here. Let's show you the browsing capability here. So I can go ahead and just click here. And this takes me to all of my publicly accessible or disclosable folders in Laserfiche, and I can go ahead and navigate into these folders for any additional documents I may be searching for. Let's go back to the main page. There are additional links for running custom searches. So this is extremely useful if you want to provide more granular searching for your public user to be able to locate documents more effectively. So this is an example of City of Seattle's public document repository. We can select the specific governing body document type that we're looking for. Let's just select City Council. If we want to get more granular as far as a document type, we can go ahead and select that from the drop down here as well. And there are additional search filters we have available here for us. I'm just going to hit submit for the City Council governing body type documents, and we can see our results here again. Very easy to browse. You can see more information pertaining to this document. We have thumbnails here available. They're currently in the minimized mode. You can also make these thumbnails a bit larger for the public to be able to preview the document before fully opening it. And we can go ahead and open this document here. Since that document did have a template assigned to it, here is our additional metadata that the public is able to view as well here. And again, we have the thumbnails here. They can go ahead and click through the thumbnails, view the document, and go ahead and print it or save it locally to their device that they're using to access Laserfiche public portal. Okay, great. Let's look at how to actually get a document and publish that into the Laserfiche repository. So I'll just show currently in my finance folder here in Laserfiche public portal, I don't have any documents in here currently. However, if I go to my internal Laserfiche interface, we'll go to that finance folder here. Nothing here yet, but let's go ahead and add a document here that we want to make available publicly. We can scan into this folder, or we can do a very simple drag and drop. In this case, I'm going to do that drag and drop of a sample invoice here. Super simple, drag and drop. You can go ahead and assign your indexing information if you want to go ahead and do that, assigning a template. Let's go ahead and assign the invoice template here. Great, and let's go ahead and import this. So now this is in our Laserfiche repository, and since this is a public folder, if I go back to my public portal interface here, and I refresh, you'll see that public document is available here immediately. So this is extremely useful for really any agency, specifically public agencies, because a lot of them like to publish their agendas and minutes to their website. And if they don't have Laserfiche, they manually have to code those documents into their website for that public access. Well, if it's in Laserfiche, if it's scanned or imported into Laserfiche and it's in a public folder, it's available online immediately. So that saves a lot of time, a lot of effort, not having to code these documents into your web page. So now it's in Laserfiche, our public user or external user can go ahead and view this document. Super simple to publish documents through the Laserfiche public portal. Any internal folders that are marked as publicly accessible can be then displayed through the public portal, and obviously any documents that then reside in those folders are accessible through this interface for public or external access. So that's publishing from the Laserfiche portal and viewing through the public portal interface. Let's look at some customizations here. For that, I'll go back to my main page here. So we can completely customize the look and feel of this public portal interface. You'll notice currently we have this blue banner up at the top. We have the Laserfiche logo here. So let's go ahead and change this for a customized logo and a different color toolbar. A lot of our clients will change the look and feel of this interface to closely mimic the look and feel of their website. So let's go ahead and go to the public portal designer, and I'll guide you through some of these customizations here that we have available. Under themes, this is where you can change all of the colors of the interface. So we can change the background color. If you know the specific color code, you can go ahead and put that in manually. And there is also this very cool designer where you can select various shades of color based on what you're looking for. Not going to change the background, but I am going to go ahead and change the top bar. Currently it's in blue. Let's go ahead and make this a gray color. We'll hit OK. Now you can preview it here. Also, if you make errors or you want to go quickly back to the default look, you can go ahead and reset it here super easily. So we've changed the color of that top bar. Let's go ahead and save that. And if I go back to the interface, and go back to the home page here. So you see now it's in this gray color. So again, you can customize that color of that top bar. Well, let's also change this Laserfiche logo here. So let's go back into the designer here and go under images. And here's where you can load your custom logos. You may have a city logo or a specific organizational logo. You can go ahead and upload these here super easy. The welcome page logo, let's go ahead and change that. I'm just going to use our CDI logo here and click save. All right, let's go ahead and navigate back to that main page. Refresh. And you'll see now we've modified the banner with our custom logo. So that's kind of neat. You can modify that look and feel of this interface. Again, we have images, we have colors under themes. Under welcome page, we can also change the title and then the text of the welcome page. So this is actually this text right here. Let's go ahead and make some edits here. Let's just say to the Laserfiche, I don't know, fun portal. Laserfiche is fun. Right. We can also change this additional text here. If we want to go ahead and turn off the search box, we can go ahead and turn that off. Typically, this would be on to allow them to quickly search from that main page. And also, we can add any of those custom links here that are on that main page. These are these links right here, where we're allowing the end user to be able to navigate directly to a specific folder within the public portal or that fun URL, you can go ahead and add that here. Simply to add it, you click here under New Custom Link. And you can go ahead and select if you want to navigate them to a folder or a specific document directly from that main page. You want to go ahead and create a search form or provide access into that external URL, such as that weather page or whatever other URL you may want to publish there. You can go ahead and do that here. All right. Great, so that's the welcome page. Since I didn't make changes, I'll go ahead and save this and just show you that it does in fact change here. If I refresh, yeah, there you go. Now it changed our main page here. Great. Let's go back into some of these other designer options here. Under navigation, here's where we can turn on and off various options on that main page. For example, we can turn off the welcome page link, the folder browser link. If, for example, you don't want to allow public to be able to browse your repository. So if we go here, you'll notice right now it's allowing public to be able to browse the repository. If they click here, they can go in all of the publicly accessible folders. Well, we don't want to allow that. We want them to just run searches. So we can go ahead and turn that off here. If I go to browse link, turn that to no, save it. And let's go back here and it should be disabled. Sometimes this takes a bit to take on the back end here. So let's give this a second. There you go. So now the browse option has been turned off. Let's go ahead and turn it back on. So you have these options here to turn those various options on that main Laserfiche web link or web portal page here available here. Let's go into the document viewer options. This is what allows specific properties for document viewing that the end user can utilize. The one I really like here is that you can turn on watermarking, which is great because, like I said, they can export these documents and save them locally. So you can add a watermark here like, please do not share, right? So this will now add a watermark to any document that's exported from the public portal. So if I go save here, and I'm going to go ahead and navigate to a document here. Let's do that. Oops, let's go to the public portal here. Sample invoice. So let's go ahead and view this document. And let's go ahead and save it locally. So this is going to create a PDF and save it. And there you go. There's your watermark. So you can add these custom watermarks to be applicable to these documents or records as they're exported out of the system. We can also turn off exporting if you wanted to do that, but you know, it is nice for them to be able to save those documents for later use, but for additional security, you can put these watermarks here. Let's go back to the designer here. So we looked at the document viewer properties. Let's go ahead and look at some search results options. So here's where we can customize what that search interface looks like to the end user. This is the classic view, as you saw when I ran that search originally. This is the basic view that Laserfiche has had forever in terms of the web link interface. However, we can also turn on the grid interface, which may be preferable for some users. So we can go ahead and turn that on and hit save here. And let me go ahead and go back and show you what that grid interface looks like. If I go to my demo repository, I'll just go into my City of Seattle documents here. Submit. So now we have a grid interface. So this is more convenient for some users because not only does it give you the document name here, it also gives you metadata in these columns. So this is maybe user-friendlier to some end users It's going to depend on your specific needs of your constituents or whoever else is accessing your public portal. If they select that specific document that they're interested in viewing, it's going to pre-open it in our right pane here. It gives them a little preview, so they don't have to open the document all the way. They get a nice little preview here. So if I go to following document here, without fully opening it, they get a quick little preview here, bottom right corner. So this is going to depend, like I said, on your specific needs on how you want to display these documents, but that setting is available here in the customization interface. There are additional display settings here, for example, like those thumbnails I was showing earlier. You can show full-size thumbnails here, or you can show minimized or just completely hide your thumbnails. Metadata, if you don't want to display any of the template and indexing information out externally, you can go ahead and turn that off. And other properties for searching here as well. Under search options, here is where we're selecting what search options our end users can utilize. So currently we have everything turned on. So if I go into my public portal interface here under search, you have your various search filters that the external users can utilize currently. So for example, if they do a template search, they can just simply select a template or a specific document type and then run their search based on that specific template type. So there's additional search filters that are available for use, and you can turn on and off which of those are available here in the customization interface. You can also turn on fuzzy search, which is very, if end users don't know exactly how to spell something, maybe sometimes like a street name can have a bit of a funny name and not everybody may know how to spell it. So you can turn on fuzzy search. The system's going to try to do its best to be able to find that street name. Additional options here for various columns that you want to view, allowing you to sort the columns in a specific way, descending or ascending. So these are additional options here for the searching interface. And then here under our public user, nothing too fun here. This is kind of the back end security, what we're allowing our end users to see. But one item here to point out is that we can go ahead and change the root folder of the browsing option, right? So if we're allowing browsing, we only want to allow them to browse the demo folder. So if I go back into the portal interface here and I click browse here, it's just going into that demo folder. There is no additional ability to browse any other folders in our Laserfiche public portal. So that's controlled here through this public user security customization settings page. So that's Laserfiche customizations for the public portal. There's really a lot of good tools here to customize this based on your specific needs and how best it's going to be utilized in your organization. So let's go ahead and look at an example of a live customer here. It's the city of Renton. Let me just close some of these windows. So this is our client in Washington, the city of Renton, obviously a municipality, and under their city clerk page or section of their website, they provide a simple link to access the Laserfiche repository here. So if I'm a member of the public, I want to go ahead and look at minutes or resolutions, agendas. I simply navigate here, open up the Laserfiche public portal. You'll notice that they've customized their web page to mimic the look and feel of their website. So they have this blue color here. They have their city logo. They have shortcuts here to allow the user to run more granular searches. And they're also allowing browsing into the Laserfiche repository. And their search filters or search links here are really cool. So if I go ahead and navigate to city legislation, because I'm looking for those types of documents, we built a little drop down here for them to allow the public to be more granular in their searches. So I'm looking for ordinances. I even have like a little drop down calendar, so I can go back and do like a date range type search. Let's just go to today. Oops, let's select the date and hit submit. So this is going to search all of my ordinances within this specific time period. And there you go. They're using the classic view. They're not using the grid view. It's like they have thumbnails turned off, so there's no thumbnails here. So if I click this ordinance, again, opens up in the read-only interface here. We can see our metadata here. So this is the template that's assigned to this specific ordinance. The document type is an ordinance, and any additional metadata is listed here. Thumbnails are here, so they can do the thumbnail click through. And we can go ahead and save this as a PDF if we want to go ahead and do that. So that's one example of some of the search filters that they're offering here. Let's go ahead and go back. And I'll just quickly go through some of these other ones. Let's look at the public works projects. So this is somebody coming here looking for some public works information. They can go ahead and navigate either to a folder, a specific document, or both. Let's just do a folder here. They can put a specific project name here, project type. So there's drop-down fields, public works section, more drop-down fields. So once this is filled out by the end user, hit submit and locate your documents with this specific document type. So I think you get the idea here. What we've done here for them is really just make this super easy for a member of the public to come here and be guided into the specific documents they may be looking for, and then allowing them to do a bit more of a granular search to locate documents more easily. They also have the browse option here available. So this is taking us into all of the folders that are browsable in their Laserfiche repository. So they have specific departmental folders here. Looks like they have 3 subfolders. Let's go to the executive, mayor's office, proclamations. There we go. So allowing them to browse as well. And again, read-only interface, save it, nothing can be modified, nothing can be added. And that's really the real beauty of Laserfiche Public Portal. I think I mentioned that earlier, is the ability to instantly publish these documents out there, right? Again, no coding to the website. Once it's scanned or imported into Laserfiche, it's in the correct public disclosable folder. It's available through Laserfiche WebLink. So I think this is extremely useful, not only for government clients, such as municipalities, special districts, counties, but really also anybody out there that needs to provide some kind of external access into documents and records, because the security is so granular. Really, there's no concerns with security, with you displaying documents that should not be displayed. It's only documents that are publicly or externally disclosable. So that's Laserfiche in a nutshell. Laserfiche WebLink Public Portal in a nutshell. Let me see if there are any questions here that I can answer. So there was a question about specifically City of Renton's site, and it's asking, do they need to create an account before viewing? They do not. Laserfiche WebLink is a read-only portal that offers concurrent licensing. So as long as you are within that concurrent limit based on your user license in Laserfiche, you can have that amount of people within Laserfiche WebLink browsing and viewing. Generally, for public access for a municipality, there would be one external profile. You can do multiple security profiles in Laserfiche if you want to differentiate access between external users. However, in a municipality situation, one external profile is generally good enough. But yes, you could create additional user profiles internally and make those available through WebLink. And I think that was the only question here. So I did want to just wrap up here with a couple more slides. All right, just a couple links here. If you have any questions in terms of our resources, our website is on screen. Our YouTube channel library is on screen as well. We have a lot of fantastic Laserfiche content on our YouTube channel, trainings, product overviews, custom forms, workflows, records management solutions, a lot of good stuff on our YouTube channel, so please feel free to utilize that. My contact information is on screen if you have any follow-up questions in terms of not only WebLink, but Laserfiche in general. Also contact information for our various internal departments. And that does it here. Again, wanted to thank you all for attending today. We do appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again, everybody.